just like we try to provide quality fragments of sentences.
Alright, we're back and we're counting down our 5 favorite Pokemon from each generation. Each of us is giving our 5 different lists in case you didn't watch 5th gen. I don't know why.
Why did you interrupt yourself just to,
Say the
not
exact
correct
same
yourself?
thing.
To say the same thing, yeah.
Well, when I edit that out, you're gonna look like a fucking fool.
Hey,
I'm not gonna edit it out. I never edit shit.
I
Anyway,
noticed.
we're doing 4th gen this time. No real introduction. We're starting with number 5. Josh, take it away.
Number 5.
Oh yeah, my number 5 is Azelf. I think it's a pretty cool Pokemon, but it's basically Mew. Well, all three of them are basically Mew, but this one stands out above the other two. Yeah.
Azelf is easily my favorite of those three. I just think his design works the most, and he's the best. He's got the biggest move pool and the best, most well-rounded stats Azelf can do. I mean, we don't play in Ubers.
Right.
Anyway.
Or legendaries.
Yeah, but Azelf is really cool because he could do pretty much whatever you want him to. You know what I mean? He's built to run whatever set you need him to, and I dig that. He's totally my favorite of those three, so good pick, Josh.
He doesn't have as weird a shaped head as the other two. But anyway, I guess Popcorn Matt.
Okay, my number 5 pick is Licky Licky.
Licky.
Because I like his name.
Bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Nobody's gonna fucking get that. Anyway.
We've thought about this before! I know we have.
Licky is... If you were to ask me when the 4th gen first came out, if I liked Licky better than Lickitung, I probably would have told you no. But after playing the game competitively in Heart Gold and making my own Licky, I started to really like it a lot. In fact, I like it more than Lickitung now. I think its design is better. It's definitely stronger. It can do a lot. Mine is a defensive rest wall, sleep talker, whatever. It's really annoying, but I just think Licky, it's cute. It's funny looking. It's huggable. I don't know. I don't exactly know what to say other than I just think Licky is really cool, even better than Lickitung, and that seems blasphemous because Lickitung is in 5th gen. Lickitung is in 1st gen, and that's just perpetually untouchable. But they improved him.
Lickitung is in 5th gen. I mean, everybody is.
But he's not a 5th gen Pokemon.
Popcorn Ricky.
Are you just upset with me?
That's what you get for arguing.
My number 5 is Honchkrow. Now, Honchkrow is not a Pokemon.
Yeah. I'd like to hear about the 5th gen of Perkamon.
Pergamon.
That's the knockoff.
Oh boy. Can you tell I'm really tired? Alright. Honchkrow is not a Pokemon that really stuck out to me immediately. Now, 4th gen. 4th gen introduced a lot of really cool new evolutions to old Pokemon. Rhyperior is not that cool, but Togekiss and stuff. I should
Licky.
Shut up. Frostlass. Anyway, Honchkrow didn't stick out to me at first because there were all these other really cool ones, but the more I looked at him and saw Matt use his, I was like, man, this guy's a fucking boss. In fact, he's the big boss Pokemon.
See?
That's his Pokedex entry. I just think he's so cool. He's got he's like a mafioso. You know, he's got this, I don't know what kind of hat you would call that, but he's got a hat and it's red. And he's got the big his chest poof looks kind of like a handkerchief tucked in there, like he's eating at an Italian restaurant. I just think he's awesome and really creative. I already liked Murkrow, but not anywhere near as much as Honchkrow. So that's my disaster of a number 5. Let's popcorn done, shall we?
Sure. Do you want me to mess up like a bazillion?
If you'd be so kind.
Okay. All right. My number 4. I mean 5. In Gen 5. I mean 4. is Weavile. Like, I really like Sneasel. But then I don't know. It needed to evolve, in my opinion, and then, bam, there you go. He's a badass Pokemon now.
He was a badass Pokemon already, but
Yeah, I mean, like, I liked him, but he could have been more badass.
yeah.
I feel like Weavile looks a little more female than Sneasel does. Like, even the male version. I don't know.
I think Weavile looks like a Bamf.
Weavile's
it's
awesome.
cool.
It does have that sort of like headdress thing going on. I think that's what you're talking about, Josh.
Yeah, it
But
is.
I don't think that makes it look
Female.
not badass.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's not badass.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it looks like a badass
Females can be
woman instead
badass
of
too.
Yeah, Josh, what are you trying to
I'm
say?
not
What are you trying to say, Josh?
I'm correcting myself, damn it!
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna popcorn.
Kyle.
Kyle, I mean Matt.
It's Kyle because he hasn't gone yet.
Okay. I mean Kyle.
What happened?
Your-
Okay, me,
Yeah.
Gen 4, number 5.
Yes.
It's Munchlax.
Much like.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about. He's the pre-evolution of Snorlax from a Gen 1. How about this? Every time someone mentions one that has a relation to a previous gen, you take a shot. Everyone watching now must take 3 to catch up.
Woo.
I'm already
Woo,
drunk.
this is going to be a fun night.
We already all sound drunk.
We're just that tired.
Or that,
Anyways.
or that. Never mind. Just keep going. I don't even know where I'm going.
In- even though we've given babies a hard time, Munchlax is one that, it makes sense because Snorlax is huge and it fits design-wise. He's adorable. He's just everything you could want from a baby form that all the other baby forms don't have or don't need.
So
In any
basically,
case,
what you're saying is he's not Igglybuff.
he's not Igglybuff. It's like Jigglypuff didn't need a baby form. Snorlax didn't need one either, but he needed one more than Jigglypuff.
Munchlax is definitely my second favorite baby form.
Wait, who's your favorite?
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh,
We'll
we
get
are?
there.
Okay. I'll take your word.
We'll save that for a future video.
Subtle
Is
hint.
it Pichu?
Word for it. And popcorn. Okay. Who's left? Who's left for 5?
Nobody.
No one? Okay, then it's free game for me. I'll shoot any of you with number 4. John.
Okay.
Dark
Bye.
Magic Attack.
Number 4.
My number 4, is Staraptor. Excuse me if I am pronouncing that very sillily. Lily.
Silly Lily.
Are you pronouncing it Staraptor because of the reason I think you are?
No. What do you think, actually? Let's
Well,
hear it.
that was... The kids that I babysit always make me draw stuff for them, and the youngest one forever ago wanted a Staraptor, and I thought I told you that story, and you were referencing it, which would have been insane, and I was like, what's wrong with you?
I think you've actually mentioned this story before. Maybe I am just like unconsciously saying it that way.
Okay.
Subconsciously, whatever. I don't know.
Anyway,
Well,
tell us why you want a
anyway.
Staraptor.
Fucking each generation has like a Pidgey, whatever, Pidgeot. This one's the best one because it's got a really awesome ability. It's also badass. That's it.
All right. Good explanation.
Moving up.
Yeah, moving on. Let's popcorn Josh.
All right. My number 4 is Glaceon. I really love all the EV evolutions, and I'd take another shot because this is referencing Eevee from Gen 1. Um, I don't know, I really like ice types, and Glaceon looks awesome. It's got all diamond shapes to show that it's an ice type. It's light blue to show that it's an ice type. It's an ice type.
I think Glaceon's really cute. It's got like bangs.
Glaceon's my second favorite of the evolutions.
Yeah, mine too. Well, maybe. I don't know. I better figure it out before we get there.
Yeah.
All right. Popcorn. Kyle.
Very well. Number 4, Gen 4 for me, is Infernape. Man, I know these guys are all hot for Chimchar and whatnot, but it's when it gets to its final form for me that the Fire Butt Monkey becomes really, really awesome. Because he's just, boom, he's got the flaming hair, he's Super Saiyan, he's the big monkey.
He's Son Goku from Journey to the West, which is awesome as well.
I'll take your word on that, because I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z at all.
I don't mean that Goku. I just never mind.
Just keep explaining.
But that's it. He's a big monkey, and his head's on fire.
My guy's gonna burn down town.
Okay, Rick, go.
All right. Nice pick. I like Infernape.
Me too.
My number 4, my 4th favorite Pokemon from 4th Gen. Got all the numbers right that time. Pronunciation of the word Pokemon. Is...
That's the most important part.
Yeah. My pick is Lucario. I feel like Lucario sort of gets some shit for just... He was one of the first ones revealed, and he was in Brawl. And like now, when they announced announced in quotes, the new Smash Brothers game, everybody's like, well, Zoroark's going to be in it. He's going to replace Lucario. Like, I feel like Lucario is sort of looked down on, you know. And I don't think that's at all fair. I always thought he was awesome. He's based on Anubis, quite clearly, the Egyptian god, and I think that's just a cool idea for Pokemon. He's steel fighting, which is very, well, it's not very unique. It is unique. It's the only, steel fighting
Type in existence.
Pokemon, and I think that's neat. He's got a nice spread of stats that can make him effective as a physical or special sweeper, and I think he's really cool, and I always have. So that's my number 4 pick.
Lucario's pretty neato. I think I like him a lot. He's not in my list, but he's very cool. I can see why you would put him in your list.
Mm-hmm.
I want to avoid watching the movie to...
Watch the power of Aura.
Power of Aura.
Why don't you tell us what you did put on your list, Matt?
My number 4 is Rotom, whatever. I love electric types, and to make it even better, Rotom is super cute, and he's a ghost type, so he's a ghost electric. That was unique at the time, and he's just really cool looking. He's really cute. He's small. He's got like the lightning bolts coming out of the side of him, and like the blue glow of electricity around him. He just looks really cool, and he was kind of like a pseudo legendary because you had to like go out of your way to do like a certain thing to get him, but you can get as many as you want. You could just breed him. And then what did they do? They made him be able to transform into living objects.
Oh, Matt must have.
They've got your number.
Done something.
They knew because I loved Rotom to begin with, and now he can transform into an oven and a washing machine and a fridge and a fan and a lawnmower. I still like regular Rotom the best, but I gotta give a shout out to fridge Rotom for looking so goddamn ridiculous that I can't help but love it. I think it's a little weird that they went and changed the typing for each of them in 5th gen. I mean, I guess I understand it so they could give him stab and everything, but was that necessary? Like,
I don't think so.
why did they go and just change that? Plus, that should have been in Diamond and Pearl.
Or Platinum.
No, it wasn't Platinum. It should have been
I thought
in.
you meant the typing.
No. The ability, being able to change him into those forms should have been in Diamond and Pearl because I didn't have Platinum, so I couldn't do it, and you couldn't play with other people that had them. So that was lame. But anyway, Rotom's. Go on.
You couldn't use them online.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
At all in Gen 4.
Anyway, Rotom's really cool. He's a unique type. He's cute. You can make him work. You know, his stats aren't bad. So, and he doesn't evolve, but he transforms into living inanimate objects. So that is super cool. Popcorn, Kyle, tell us your number 3.
We're number 3 already?
Yes, we are.
Well, here we go.
Number 3!
It's Cranidos.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Who's
here's
that
the thing.
Pokemon?
Yes. It's Pikachu.
God damn it. Sorry, I'm sorry. Go.
Okay. Every child should have a dinosaur face. If you didn't, your childhood's incomplete. I'm sorry. It is. And the fact that they finally made their fossil Pokemon, they brought back fossil Pokemon. No, wait, they brought them back in 3rd, but...
We don't want to talk about that.
We don't talk about them.
Yeah.
So anyways, they brought fossils back again for 4th. And this time they finally get it right. They made them dinosaurs. A Pachycephalosaurus and a Protoceratops, or it's a Ceratops, so whatever you're going for.
Mm-hmm.
In regards to Bastiodon. But I digress. Cranidos is a Pachycephalosaurus, and he's awesome, and he friggin' wrecks everything he comes across if you do him right.
Well, not Cranidos. He's not evolved.
Oh,
Ardos.
I said Cranidos. I meant Rampardos.
We could just agree that they're both awesome.
They are both awesome, but you confuse me when you're talking about, like, little baby unevolved Pokemon wrecking everything.
Hey, man. It wrecks all the other little baby unevolved Pokemon.
I suppose it would.
It probably does. I think it's still, like, it's got an attack stat in, like, the hundreds, even though it's the first form. I could be wrong. I'm not looking at it. But anyways, yeah. Finally, the fossils are dinosaurs. Hooray!
I was really excited about that, actually. Like, after 3rd gen was so disappointing with the fossil Pokemon, and they finally brought them back as fucking dinosaurs, that was so cool. Like, I was excited for that.
We went from dicks everywhere to dinosaurs! And that's two opposite sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Dicks and dinosaurs.
I don't know what spectrum that is. But yeah.
Dicks and dinosaurs, man. You don't remember?
Pusses and pie.
Pusses and pie. Get off my braincoat!
Cranidos has a base 125 attack stat, even as...
That's higher than,
awesome. And it's got
higher than a lot of fully evolved things.
It's fast.
That's right, I was the first one for 3, so I can make anyone go. Go, Josh.
Alright, my number 3 is Rotom. Pretty much everything Matt said. He didn't mention, though, that it has the awesome ability to levitate.
Oh, which rids it of that pesky ground weakness.
That's
Yep.
right.
Now I just feel like a chump.
Also, the, I guess, lawnmower form looks so devilishly awesome. Just its face. I love it.
They made a plush of the lawnmower form, and I tried to find it on eBay, but it was like super expensive, and I was like, man, I want it.
I
love the fridge
lawnmower.
I couldn't. It was just I could only find the lawnmower and regular Rove. I guess lawnmower is most popular.
Love the fridge form and the base form. I don't know why the base form isn't friggin' everywhere. It's awesome. All right, popcorn, Dawn.
I don't think I've read my number 3 yet, so we must be on number 3.
Yes.
Yes.
My favorite Pokemon.
It's good
At
to know
number
you're with
3,
us, Don.
my third favorite Pokemon is Garchomp. Because he's fucking uber and badass shark man, dude.
He's a street shark.
Here, here.
Yeah, he's just, yeah.
He's Jawsome.
Yeah, exactly.
Get off my brain gun.
Moby Lick.
I want that action figure. I don't care who the.
Oh man, I had it as a kid.
Oh, you were a lucky child, or
We're getting a bit off topic.
a tormented one. One way. Anyway, explain why Garchomp's awesome, other than the fact that he is.
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say. He's just cool, man, and he's powerful. So there you go.
He reminds me of the land shark sketch from Saturday Night Live.
I don't recall.
We'll have to educate you. We'll put it in the description.
Okay.
He has torpedoes on his head.
He's just cool, man. They went a little overboard
No
with
one-
like the spikes on
No
him.
one's denying that. Garchomp, design-wise, Garchomp is a friggin' disaster. Or, in a good way.
Okay.
A good
all right.
disaster.
It's a
I've never
contronym.
heard of a good disaster.
It's a contronym, damn it.
Stat-wise, Garchomp's a little too cool, though. Anyway,
Type-wise, he's amazing.
minus that pesky ice weakness.
Pesky ice.
Let's get off of Garchomp.
That's
Okay.
that's just all say he's Jawsome.
All right, I'm
He's
gonna pop popcorn, Pokemon popcorn. Kyle.
He already went.
He already went.
Oh, really?
He
Number
yeah.
3.
Damn.
Who's left
I
for
thought
3?
I was like the last one.
I
So
think Matt and Ricky are
Yeah,
both.
me and Ricky are both left.
okay, all right. So I choose Kyle.
Okay, my number 3.
Pokemon.
My number 3 is Cranidos. I mean, no, Rampardos. Yeah, my number 3 is actually Honchkrow, which was the same as Ricky's number 5. Honchkrow, much like Licky Licky, grew on me as I started to use it more and more, and it was so powerful. But like even beyond that, its design is so damn cool. Ricky's already pretty much covered that. It's like a mafia guy. He's got the hat. He's got the handkerchief. He's all puffed out, and he looks like he doesn't give a fuck. Honchkrow does not have a fuck to give. He's such a badass. He delivers sucker punches better than almost anybody who isn't named Absol, and he's just really cool. I don't really know what else to say that Ricky didn't already say. Honchkrow, he's Banff. Go ahead, Ricky. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Togekiss. Everybody ready your shots?
Bitch kiss.
Well, here's the thing. I just think Togekiss has a really cool design. Like, going all the way back to 2nd Gen with Togepi and Togetic. Like, Misty had Togepi on this show, and it hadn't been revealed in the games yet. So as a kid, you're like, wow, that Togepi must be awesome. I bet it's going to evolve into something like really amazing.
Yeah.
And then in the game, you get one. You get a Togepi in an egg, and you're like, oh my god, Misty had one on the show.
I'm
It's
like
gonna be
Misty.
so great. I can't wait. And then it evolves, and Togetic is just kind of this like weird-looking, big-butted thing. That its stats aren't very good. It's not very unique with its typing or anything that it can do. So it was very disappointing. And then, 2 generations later, among a bunch of other, new evolutions, we get Togekiss, who I think just looks so much cooler. Taking the whole, like, shapes theme that the first 2 had with, like, the triangles and stuff, Togekiss is actually shaped like a triangle. I just think that's cool. Like, they're pushing it, beyond 11. And I dig that. It's very simple. I feel like Togetic and a lot of other Pokemon like it are they tried to throw all these different ideas in there, and it didn't quite work. And with Togekiss, it's just this really cute, badass flying thing that's really simple and easy to draw and effective and potent. And it's got a great ability, 2 great abilities, but one of them is more great, with Serene Grace. And that's the other thing about Togekiss. That's the dark side of the coin, which is that it can be a bitch
Yeah.
if you have the right set on it. And that's, I think it's cool that it's built so well to run that set so well and be so annoying. But it's really annoying.
A little too well.
It is.
It does its job a little too well.
So Togekiss is a mixed bag, but it's one of my favorites from 4th Gen, and I just really, I've always really enjoyed it, especially after I made my own. So.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
I think Togetic's a good design too. But
I don't think Togetic's bad. I just think
it's so disappointing.
Yeah, I'm talking less about the design, which I just think is sort of okay. I'm talking more about the fact that it's not good at anything. There's no reason in 2nd Gen or any other gen to use Togetic, which is why we got Togekiss, and that makes me happy. So, yay!
There's a lot of other Pokemon that you really wish that they'd throw the dog a bone. And we've made lists of that, haven't we?
Yeah.
yes,
Turbo.
Yep. Plug.
So,
channels in the description.
yeah. All right. Let's move on to number 2, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Josh.
Number 2.
My number 2 is Torterra. Who doesn't? I love turtles. I've established this in the last video.
I like turtles.
All right. But what makes it even more awesome is it's got a fucking tree and some rocks on its back.
Torterra is a
How
fucking
awesome is
continent.
Yeah, he's a continent. He is an Earth in and of himself.
Well, I always thought, I don't want to, go ahead, you finish, and then I'll talk.
I was pretty much done. So go ahead.
Well, I think Torterra's, it's cool. He's based on the world turtle, concept.
Yep.
It's just like a
I was
thing
going to say it if you didn't.
Yeah, that's like a thing in mythology and stuff, in both Hinduism and Native American, just mythology, that the whole world is on the back of a giant turtle. So I think it's cool they made a Pokemon out of that. That's a cool idea.
That's neato.
All right. Popcorn Matt.
Alrighty then. My number 2 is Frostlass. Frostlass, while I love Frostlass from the beginning, Frostlass is another one that, take a shot anyway, it's another one that grew on me a lot as I started to use it more and more competitively. But I love Snorunt in 3rd Gen, and in 3rd Gen, Snorunt evolves into Glalie, and Glalie sucks. Glalie is this... Snorunt is so cute and so weird looking, and then it just evolves into this huge, disembodied head of nothingness, and it's just... Glalie is so disappointing. So, much like Togepi and Togetic and Togekiss, they decided to remedy that with Frostlass in Gen 4, and I could not be happier. Frostlass looks so cool. It's really good at what it does. I mean, there are other ones that do it better, but it's still really cool. I don't know why it's a ghost type for whatever reason. I don't know what indication there was that Snorunt was anything related to ghosts, but Frostlass is just so cool. It's got a weird flavor text about a girl dying in the mountains and freezing and becoming Frostlass. That's all kinds of crazy, creepy shit. But Frostlass, really cool looking Pokemon. I dig her a lot. One of my absolute favorites. One of my favorites from this gen. Popcorn Dawn.
My number 2 favorite Pokemon is Lucario, for reasons that were previously stated. It's got a very... No, actually, not a very. It's just got a unique typing.
That's the same thing.
I know, that's what I said. That's what I mean.
No, but I made the same correction.
Mistake.
Yeah.
Maybe he did that on purpose, Ricky.
You making fun of me.
Sure. Let's just say we are. But anyway, he's just a cool Pokemon, you know. Watch Power Aura and stuff. Play him in Brawl. It's hard.
It's
And
awkwardly.
like Ricky has said, you can play him, or you can make him different things, like special sweeper and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Cool Pokemon, unique type, and pretty versatile. That's pretty damn cool.
And badass enough to make it into Brawl.
Yeah. So, let's popcorn someone else. Who hasn't gone yet?
Ricky and
Who is
Kyle.
this?
Ricky and Kyle?
Again?
Since I brought up Ricky, and I guess I made phone, I want to popcorn Ricky.
Alright. My number 2 pick is Electivire.
That was weird.
I just...
I had no idea what was going on for a second. I thought somebody's phone was ringing.
Me too.
Alright, well that was a failed joke. Board. I just really like Electivire. I liked him the minute I saw him. I was like, dream team right there. Let's do it, baby. I always liked Electabuzz and Elekid. I like that whole line. But Electabuzz was sort of a togetic situation where it was never, you would never use an Electabuzz competitively, really. It's not because it's bad. It's just, worse than other more competent things. But, oh man, did they remedy that in the worst way when they invented Electivire. He's just such a boss. He's just this like electric monkey thing with wires coming out of his back, and he's got an amazing ability that makes him very powerful in the right hands with motor drive and stuff. And he's immune to electric type attacks, which is nice. I like I said, I loved him from the minute I saw him. And he's got this interesting sort of, his head is interesting. Like, look at his head. It's like a UFO. Like, if you just, like, cut off his head, he's got, like, a UFO for a head. And I dig that. It's weird and it's funny. And to me, that's Electivire. Weird and funny. And
Dropping stuff.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Knock over a cup or something?
Knocked over a cup. That's exactly what I did. So shut up. I was gesticulating so wildly with love for Electivire that I knocked a cup over. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Go, Kyle.
My number 2. Down, it's Empoleon.
God damn it.
Anyways, Empoleon has, like, remember what I was saying about those good things about Dewott in Gen 5? Empoleon's got that going on here, too. First off, Steel Water. Is that still a unique type? I think it is.
I believe so, yes.
Pretty sure.
Steel Water is friggin' great. I mean, it opens up ground weaknesses and gets rid of the fire resistance for water, but still, it does all those other really good things that Steel does. That's why Steel is a great type to go with pretty much everything. I say pretty much because Rock Steel has buttloads of ass weaknesses.
Yeah.
Buttloads of ass weaknesses.
Yeah, man.
Anyways,
Buttloads of ass.
Empoleon, first off, everyone was excited with Piplup because it was an adorable water-type penguin, and that was just everything that made sense. And Empoleon just makes that all badass. He's got a trident coming out of his head, and that's just amazing. And Empoleon rocks my socks, and I intend to make one in the future eventually. So once I
Empoleon's
finally...
awesome, dude.
Yeah, he's really good, too. Like, I had all three
I
of them in...
I just got to figure out what set to use, because he can do a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He's great. I had all three of them in Diamond and Pearl because, like, I traded with friends, and, like, Empoleon ended up becoming my favorite. I started with Turtwig, and, like, Infernape and Empoleon both ended up being better than them, so that was interesting. But anyway, yeah, Empoleon's great.
Prinplup sucks though.
Yeah,
Both
Primplup's
in name and
kind of
design.
awful.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that out there.
I believe we addressed that this was the gen of bad middle types.
Yeah, all the second forms of the starters in 4th gen are bad. I don't
Grottle's
like any-
alright.
Grottle's the
Least offensive?
Yeah, exactly.
It's got
But it's like-
bushes.
But Turtwig and Torterra are phenomenal in comparison to Grottle.
Mhm.
Piplup and Empoleon, great. Chimchar and Infernape, wonderful. Monferno.
He's got a butt on his face.
Monferno's a piece of shit. Anyway, yeah, that's we're in number 1 territory, and you get to pick again, Kyle.
I choose me.
Can you do that?
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Who
Way
says
to,
I can't?
way to break the
Who
rules.
says I
Go
can't?
for it. Just go. Just do it.
Number 1!
On number 1, my favorite from Gen 4 is Torterra. Yes, the island turtle. We love the island turtle. It's all been said. Except for that crippling ice weakness, Torterra's got a great name. He's got great offense, got great defense, got great design. I love Torterra.
Pretty good.
Okay, go
typing.
Doc.
Oh, me?
Yeah, he's got great typing aside from that giant ice weakness.
Yeah.
Alright.
Go Doc.
My number 1...
Not to be confused with the boss from Wind Waker. Sorry.
Not to get confused with the ass weakness. Nice.
My number 1 is Monferno. Just kidding, it's actually Chimchar. He's a flaming monkey with a butt, man. I mean, butt with a monkey. But, oh god, no.
A butt with a monkey.
There we go.
He's a flaming monkey with a butt.
He is
Goodbye,
a
everybody.
monkey.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. That's it. Nobody gets to read their number 1. That's it. Good night.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well, anyway, he's a monkey with a flaming butt, and that's just awesome, man.
Yeah.
But
If you
like
don't
you
think
said-
that's awesome, I just don't know what to say to you. Sincerely.
Like you guys have mentioned before, it evolved into Infernape, and you guys like Infernape based off Son Goku and all that stuff, but I'm more of the cuter evolution guy, and I think he looks cooler than Infernape, personally.
I love Chimchar. I don't begrudge you that. I think he's awesome.
He's got that little thing that looks like a flame on his chest. Two.
On his
To
head.
show that he's also a fire type. Yeah, I know
And
his head.
his butt.
And his butt is on fire. Someone needs
And
to
he
put
uses
him out.
fire moves, too.
He's on fire.
He might even be a fire type.
Yeah, maybe. Well, anyway. I'm gonna popcorn Josh. Since
Alright.
he's talking to me right now.
My number 1 is Bidoof. No, I'm joking.
That would have been
I'm
awesome.
just kidding. It's Bibarel.
No, it's Gallade.
What?
I know. It should have been Bibarel. He was robbed. But I love Gallade. He's got those swords that come out of his elbow. He is a swordsman. He finally rectified male Gardevoir.
Although they're still around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they still exist.
They didn't retcon them.
But they should totally get on that. Like, screw evolving with the Dawnstone, is it?
What
He
stone?
should
The Dawnstone.
Screw evolving with that, or is it the shiny stone? I don't fucking know.
No, it's the
look,
Dawnstone.
look it up. All right. They should just retcon that so that all male, I guess Curlia evolve into him instead of you have to have the Dawnstone. Anyway, that's about it.
Glade's awesome. One of my favorites. But not on this list.
Anyone of us? Anything to say?
Nope.
Gotta popcorn somebody.
Pick
right?
somebody.
All right. Popcorn Matt.
Alrighty then. My number 1 is Munchlax. I knew exactly who my number 1 was going to be the second we came up with the idea to do these lists. As Kyle has already mentioned, it's a little strange to put a baby form on any of these lists, especially at number 1, because we picked on baby forms a lot in our past videos because, let's face it, they're useless. They serve absolutely no purpose other than to look cute and be marketable, and that is exactly what Munchlax is. Does he need to exist? No, but I am glad he does because he is so cute, he is very funny. I love, like in Brawl, he comes out and he just eats shit. That's hilarious. I,
He eats shit.
yeah, he's
Tell them to eat shit. You guys weren't on my brain cap.
he's just
I was on Don's though.
Yeah.
Why weren't you on mine? Mine was Smoker.
I know
Mine-
what yours was. That's just not the first thing I thought of. I'm sorry. Can we talk about Munchlax?
I just think he's really cool. It sucks that he's kind of hard to get. Like, he's got like a 3% chance of finding him near a honey tree, and then you have to have like a certain kind of incense to get him through breeding. Like, it's kind of annoying that he's really hard to get, but he's really cool. He's very cute. I love him a lot. Munchlax, number 1 with a bullet for this gen. Popcorn, Don.
I'm the only one left.
Popcorn, not Don.
Chimchar. Flaming Bucky with the mutt.
I'm sorry,
but
Ricky.
monkey-
I'm sorry. Go, Ricky. Go on. Give your
Well,
number 1.
Unfortunately, my number 1 is the ultimate anticlimax because 2 people have already talked about him. But my favorite from 4th Gen is Rotom, and I say it that way because it's motor backwards, and you don't pronounce it motor, so okay. Anyway, I just really like Rotom. He's adorable. There's nothing really else to say about him. I think he's really cool. Like Matt said, he's sort of a pseudo-legendary because you have to find him in the old chateau and you have to like inspect the TV at night. And that's just cool to like make an event centered around a Pokemon like that.
Poltergeist,
And
man.
he's not even a legendary, you know? He's just a cool Pokemon that they wanted to make sure you didn't forget. And I won't be forgetting him anytime soon. So, yeah. His forms are awesome. His basic form is awesome. He's just awesome. I love Rotom. He's my favorite.
You mean to tell me that your number 1 is not Lopunny?
Well, the thing about that is
Is
I gotta go.
Is
I'll talk to you guys later. Something came up.
I'll bet it did.
Oh, oh boy.
innuendo.
Set yourself up.
That's the joke.
We already talked about gender confusion with Gatlade and Gardevoir. Anyway, that was our Gen 4 list. Let's get out of here before we make any more verbal typos and shit.
Boner
Diarrhea
confusing
up the
moments.
mouth.
Yeah. Tune in next time for Gen 3.
Thanks for watching, folks.